I think what most people are really after are the love and the happiness and the success that they think is associated with fame. What's going on, guys? Before we jump in, I want to thank Spirit Kai in our Discord for the awesome video submission this week. So every week I'm going to be dropping my favorite submission from the Discord at the top of the description below. So if that's something you're interested in, hop in the Discord and definitely check out this band because this is a killer track. I was super surprised. It's called Spirit the Air, and that's the band, and then the song is called Leviathan. So definitely recommend it. I'll put a little bit up on the screen here for you guys to check out, and go check it out on your own time. Okay, so jumping right into it. This has been my own personal experience with creating content, and I haven't really been on Facebook or Instagram in over a year, and it's just been super healthy for me mentally. The big thing I've noticed with chasing likes is that you're always basing your self-worth on what other people think of you. And that's really unhealthy because you cannot control other people's opinions of you. So it is literally your job to be liked. And if you don't get that validation or you aren't good at your job, that's when depression really starts to creep in. And if you let your fame dwindle, someone else will take your place and people will forget about you, and that can be really challenging to cope with. And in doing all of this, you are likely to become a person that isn't really true to yourself because you're always trying to produce likable results. In my own personal experience, chasing views on YouTube, I did this exact same thing. I created content I thought would get views rather than creating content that I really enjoyed making. If I'm being honest, this was the entire React series. These videos were not fun to edit. They were really challenging to put together, but they got a bunch of views, and I think this was a huge reason why I ended up burning out on content creation. Also, imposter syndrome is very, very real. You're always second guessing if you're good enough to deserve or have the following that you do. And I am by no means even close to being the best drummer on the internet, and I know that. But some people will tear me down because there are others who are better and rightfully so deserve the recognition that I have. But unfortunately in this world, raw talent doesn't equate to popularity, and there's no good way around that. I also want to talk about how the consequences of your actions are going to carry significantly more weight when you have people watching you. So what do I mean by that? I think a really good example is anything a president does and how much the media reports on it. People will reflect their opinion about a presidential candidate just based on what they're told, and not based on how it actually happened or the true story, I suppose. So some good examples would be like PewDiePie's apology videos or the backlash against Ellen last year. And I'm not condoning or saying what they did was right, but rather people can have a vision or a view of you without knowing what really happened. So with the more fame that you have, the more careful you have to be about what you say and do. And again, tying into the first point, your livelihood is based on other people's opinions of you, and that just gets so exhausting. And if you have a murky history, people go digging. Hillary Clinton is a great example of this, People will go back 50 years just to find some dirt on a candidate to sway voters. And I really prefer to stay out of politics because to me it seems like it's more about hating one candidate than another instead of creating positive change. So in my personal experience, I've done things I'm certainly not proud of, like some of my earlier videos that are super cringy, and I've long since forgotten about. And I wouldn't want someone just to bring those in the public eye just to tear me down at this point. If y'all really listen to the lyrics in the song "I Took a Pill in Ibiza" by Mike Posner, he's really emphasizing and telling you what the bad side of fame is, and it's just a really popular song, and it's really ironic, and go give it a listen if you haven't heard it. But I think what most people are really after are the love and the happiness and the success that they think is associated with fame. And I'm telling you guys, from my personal experience, to chase those independently of fame, because in reality, I think fame destroys those things. So I'm curious what you guys think. Does social media make you feel good when you get likes? Is that something you're chasing? And for what reason? Why? Do you want to be famous? So let me know in the comments. Hop in the Discord for a discussion, and I'll see you guys next week.